Well, the game of football is happening at Nambole today. Uganda Cranes is going to be hosting the Senegal in there for you. Are they the Teranga Lions? In the Lions of Teranga, if I'm not mistaken. They're obviously going to be tussling out at the Nambole Stadium. You know, the last time I saw Senegal play at Nambole, I think that game ended 1-1. You know, that's when Geoffrey Massa came off the bench and really got a penalty for the Uganda Cranes. You understand? But this time round, it's really going to be the Chan tournament. No professionals like Sadio Mane. The Nicholas Jacksons aren't obviously going to represent in here. It's all about the local best players. But Senegal are the defending champions of this tournament, and that really shows you that they're really coming in hard. Uganda topping the group where they are, and remember, they went ahead to draw with South Africa. They were beaten by Algeria 3-0. Uganda went ahead to obviously beat Niger 3-0. They beat Niger 2-0, and they went ahead to beat Guinea-Bissau by 3-0 at Nambole Stadium. Will the crowd really lead Uganda to obviously getting into the semi-finals? Because the other hosts of the tournament got knocked out in the past 2 days. Tanzania was knocked out yesterday by Morocco, and then Kenya was knocked out on penalties by Madagascar, meaning that there is no host. Sorry, the two hosts are really out, and we are left with only one host. And can Uganda keep the East African flag high? This is the Ugandan stance. So, Uganda comes into this game of football welcoming one of the midfielders back, atera waliwo omuntu omulala yatuvuddemu abadde akupa ekintu kino ensi yonna ng'emukiririzamu. Who is coming back? Sserunjojji, who missed out on the encounter against South Africa, returns in the midfield as Hilary Mukundane goes ahead to obviously miss out. And the manager of the Uganda Cranes, when asked about Hilary Mukundane, he said it's true, Mukundane will miss our next game. He's very important player for us, and you can clearly see his input in our previous 3 games. That's what Molebekwaso said. But he went ahead and strengthened all Ugandans Nabagambanti. However, we have a big squad, and we'll find a suitable replacement to see that we can hold onto our positive run. So that's how Uganda Cranes is obviously going to be looking. Now, Abantu Mwebuza, who are really going to be some of the replacements that Uganda obviously look forward to obviously flaunt in this game of football? Tuinawo, a player called Arnold Odong, and Nicholas Mwere. So I think it's gonna be Odong coming in through to play, but I would prefer Moere in here because Bonaba Deba Janga, they are sharing minutes in there for you, and we wait to see how that really goes to happen. Now, Kati, Butugenda with the probable starting 11 for the Uganda Cranes. Obviously, Mutakuwa Joel in goal, you know that very well. Then we also have a player called Marvin Youngman. Is going to be played as the as the right back. You know that very well. Left back, what's that name? His name is he's called Ochan something. Let me check his name here right, because I need to get it right. He goes with the names of Achai, that is the left back. Then Torach, who scored the equalizer that sent Uganda to the quarterfinals, will start in there for you. And then that's where Moere, all Arnold Odong will obviously come in through and really play part into that particular position. But to get a midfield, it's obviously going to be Nicholas Sserunjojji and Sebagala playing into that double pivot, because Uganda plays a 4-2-3-1 system. Katiwalimu number 10, that's where we're obviously going to be having Watambala. Remember Watambala Yazanya in the double pivot when Uganda was playing against South Africa, but we looked really lightweight in that midfield. Kubatwali to Wolhamo Sserunjojji, but Sserunjojji returns, and Sserunjojji and Sebagala are going to be playing the double pivot. Then Allan Okello, right attacking midfielder. Mpande Olkakande, left attacking midfielder. Then Semogabi will be leading the line for the Uganda Cranes into this particular game of football. So we are waiting to see how Uganda will obviously showcase of its goodies as they take on a side known as Senegal. Senegal, timu Yanjawulo, because they haven't gone ahead to concede a goal, by the way. They've conceded just 1 goal in this Chan tournament, and that goal came in through when That goal came in through when they are playing against Congo. Erabagwa draw 1-1. But for the rest of the games, they beat Nigeria 1-0, drew with Senegal 1-1, and they drew with Sudan 0-0. And that's how they obviously come in to obviously take in this beautiful game of football. So Senegal nayo ehinamu omusambi wabo hamanyi atalimu, by the way. These two sides are really missing important players. And for them, it's a midfielder. And that midfielder is what's his name? That midfielder goes by names of Pape Abase Badjil. Your midfielder taliwo kusaidia timu emanyikiddwa Senegal as they prepare to obviously take on the Uganda Cranes. That is the midfielder who is really out. So Botuvao katulabe how Senegal obviously start. Diouf will be in goal. Diba right back. Samb left back. Sisi and Ndiaye bagenda kuba mu central defense. Then Yaya will play in that double pivot. Katisiso notaliwo, so they need to obviously get in someone else. Then Gueye, right attacking midfielder. Niang, left attacking midfielder. Koite, central attacking midfielder, and Gomis comes in through to obviously put in a very huge shift into this CHAN tournament, and he's one of the best goal scorers. Uganda has Allan Okello, who has gone ahead to net in 3 penalties in there, and he has 3 goals. And I think the other highest goal scoring okuva mu Uganda Cranes bamwita Judy Semugabi. So we are waiting to see how Uganda really pans out, and the game of football is obviously going to be happening thick and fast at 5 p.m. That is what we call East African time. But before I obviously sign out, allow me show you how the Uganda Cranes went ahead to prepare for the game of Senegal, as they really trained hard in there.
You want to see Kakande? Surely you'll be able to see him up close very soon. Yeah, Tarachi Ju. Uganda will be versing Senegal on Saturday at 5 p.m. Kakanda and Okello Juju. Aya. Up close now. Okello Ju. Kakande Ju.
Et toi, Hervieux? Not Patrick and Regan just here. I will explain for you. Okay, guys, it's like the same warming up last time, so football tennis, but before kicking, you can start warming up. Between each game, we will exercise this. Okay. This position to explain better than the last time. Champions League, Europa League.
Well, all right, that is the Uganda Cranes for you. Now I'm calling for predictions. I see my team going through. That is it. Abantu is Ogamba. I'm just deluded. I really love Uganda, but I really understand that those games that we've gone ahead to obviously win and see ourselves really go through after losing 3-0 to Algeria, I think can give Uganda a very huge positive to obviously think of really knocking out Senegal. Bye-bye. Your predictions are welcome in the comment section below.